Naming a tenderfoot. Now, I'm not sure if you've noticed this thing with cowboy names. They're seldom like yours and mine, which are commonplace and tame. They have names like Bronc and Twister, Jaws or Toad or Fats, Rawhide, Lips or Lefty, Quivers, Boots or Slats. Now, their mommies didn't name them that. They called them Sam or Paul. But when you work with cowboys, those names don't fit at all. They watch for your uniqueness or strength or lack thereof, and they pick out a name that captures your failing skill or love. They call you Shorty, Slim, or Limpy, names that need no reason why. And as far as they're concerned, that's your name until you die. I'm reminded of the process where one feller got his name. Though you wouldn't think it fit him, that's what they called him just the same. He came in from Chicago. He was green as new mown hay. He was hungry for the Western experience, so they say. He started working on some ranches, building fence and cutting hay, to learn the cowboy lifestyle and horsemanship someday. Now, when the haying time was over, he went to cutting wood, and that was nice, and he worked on through the winter pitching hay and chopping ice. In the spring, he helped with calving, checking cows and heifers too, pulling calves and feeding leppies covered in poop and goo. But he got to ride old Roni, and he felt so proud and tall, 'cause he was learning to cowboy, so he didn't mind at all. And at the branding, he tried roping, though he seldom caught a calf, and to watch him try to dally made the other cowboys laugh. Still, he kept on getting better. He had the will to try, and attitude and effort helped the tenderfoot get by. So they put him at the cow camp up on Topona's Pass, and they set him fixing fences and keeping track of grass. And he got a string of horses to check cows and pack salt and stuff. Though they weren't too much to look at, they were mostly smart and tough. But one horse they called Puller, 'cause he was such a hateful fool. If anything would spook him, he would pull back just like a mule. Now the word was out on Puller, and the kid was not a dope, so he made the Puller's hackamore with 1-inch cotton rope. And when he tied old Puller up, he'd usually use a tree, and if the fool went crazy, he still could not pull free. One day in early August, life was getting sort of stale, and the old one-room line shack was feeling like a jail, when he got the word the cowboys were headed into town, and they said he'd go with them if he didn't slow them down. They'd come right by the line shack, but they wouldn't stop to wait, so if he wanted some excitement, he better not be late. He stuck the spurs to Puller, and he loped up to the shack and looped the reins around the doorknob without ever looking back. He shaved his face and changed his shirt and combed his hair in haste, then jerked the shack door open, threw the water in Puller's face. The cowboys came up soon after, and the tale is told today, how they fell off their horses with laughter and yelled and choked and brayed. In the doorway of the cabin, caught right behind his ears so red, the sun was purely shining on the bright red crimson head of the cowboy from Chicago, with his head stuck in the door, while Puller sagged back on his rope till he couldn't pull no more. The door is slammed tight right on his head, right behind his ears, And he was yelling, and his swearing made the cowboys laugh till tears were running down their faces, and few of them could stand or gather up the strength to give the Tenderfoot a hand. Well, they finally freed him from his trap, and he wasn't hurt too bad, and the punchers were recovering from the wondrous laugh they'd had. The foreman said, "You've earned your name." I laughed till I'm nearly dead. From now on, I guess, you know we'll call you Red.